Hello, welcome back to Beneficiary LiveNoding. In this episode, I will be sharing this node tree that creates Boomerang that's kind of going through and following the path of this noise. So yeah, it's very simple. This path is actually a circle that has been deformed using noise, and I have this number that's controlling the seed that's deforming the circle. So I'm using the circle because the circle will automatically loop. There's of course like all kind of ways to create the path of the boomerang. Okay, the boomerang itself is rotating on its pivot, and also it's following the path. So that's actually handled by Blender. Okay, so this boomerang is parented into a curve. And in Blender, if you do that and then you enable path animations, it's gonna automatically put it in the path, and it's following the path, I believe. So you could have the boomerang following the path, but it's not changing the rotations. Sometimes this is actually better for the camera view. So because you can make the boomerang always facing the camera or some sort. But if you enable follow, I think follow will follow the orientations. The orientation of boomerang will follow the path tangency. So anyway, the purple boomerang itself is created procedurally, so I'll explain very quickly. I started with a line, and I split the edge of the line. From that, I think I move one of the vertices, so I can still change the boomerang like that. So originally it's a line, right, and I split it, so and I just move one of the vertices, and I'm using list input, so I need to selectively find the correct vertices to move in the proper axis. And then after I do that, I extrude the edge. So simple line, you cut it, you create a split, and then you move one of the points, and then you extrude it, so you get this kind of shape. And then I'm using bevel. So the bevel actually allows me to control a little bit more of this boomerang to get that corner shape, I believe. And then I use bevel. So this is without bevel, and this is with bevel. So this is beveling only the end part of the boomerang. So this is also using selective masking, only selecting the vertices that I didn't bevel previously. And then I extrude the region, and I mirror it. I symmetrize top and bottom, so I get this boomerang. And then this one is only to kind of correct the pivot of the boomerang, and then I rotate it. Yeah, this is to control the speed of boomerang. So I can make it rotating faster or slower. So the boomerang is rotating on its own pivot, and then I parent it into this motion path. And this is interesting. SVerchok actually generate curve, and I still control the radius. The radius of the curve actually will affect the boomerang itself, but I make for our thing, we don't actually need to see the motion path, so I make it really thin. So there are two control for the radius of the curve. So this one, major one, and this what else? We have subdivide. Okay, we can reduce that to 0. We can open or close the curve. We want it to be closed. and this is the seed. So the curve itself, like I said, is just a circle that's been put into this noise. So I can still control the noise itself, whether it's more like crazy noise, making this boomerang. Actually, the path of boomerang can be a little bit like this, a bit crazy, and you can reduce that, simplify the path. So we have this unlimited looping boomerang. It's kind of nice actually. I tried exporting out as AR, and it's actually quite nice. Seeing boomerang being thrown, you know, like these traditional tools being thrown and come back to you, is very cool. It's almost like playing with, you know, like with your pet dog. You throw an item and then the dog will pick it up for you. It's almost like that, but except that you throw and you pick it up yourself. Yes, so yeah, there's nothing much. Okay, this one output a curve, right? The curve is then connected to boomerang using Blender, just parent to boomerang. The rest of them, I did something here that's a little bit funny. So we don't see that, but I think if I connect this up there, so instead of having the boomerang rotating on a path, this one will generate boomerang along the path. Okay, and you will see if I scale the path of boomerang, you can see how the boomerang goes around. It's basically making instance of the boomerang and put it in the path. Well, it's not perfect, but you might want to study that one, this one anyway. You know, it's kind of nice to have. All right, so there you go. That's the path of boomerang along curve. Hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.